Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about Cathay Pacific cabin crew exam. Is it really tough? I won't say, because I have undergone the whole training and exam and I didn't find it really tough. Actually, the instructors there and the people, the crew there, everyone you meet, no, all the managers, they tell it's very tough, you have to study hard. So that makes the panicking mode on for everyone. But actually, when you see the training, when you undergo the training, when you learn the things, you will find it not that tough, because the way they teach, it's very nice. They tell you to learn it part wise. They don't give the whole pressure to you together. They teach you part wise, so it is really not difficult. So guys, what all were the subjects we were trained in? So first was safety theory and practicals, and first aid and service. So in these things only people fail, but if you learn it nicely, you understand it and go through the content list which they give and read the manual, it will be very easy for you. So what I did was that they before the safety training, before going to Abu Dhabi, they had given us the content list, and they didn't tell us what is it about. They just gave us and we have to go through everything. So guys, yes, in Cathay Pacific they are not at all spoon feeding. They just give the things, or they just tell you you have to do this, and how you do that, it's up to you. They will not spoon feed you. You have to figure out the ways. So when you come here, you do everything from scratch. Everything you have to figure out, and that makes you strong at the end of the day. So the training part, and when you are in Hong Kong, it's very tough for you, but after that what you become, no, it will be fabulous. You will love yourself that in a new country you have done so many things just by yourself. Yes, you will take help from your batchmates, but sometimes they will also take help from you. So you will feel so confident that in a new country you're doing so many things all alone. Like you survived in a new place for so many months or so many years, so many days, all on your own. Yes, you can ask people, but trust me, no, people help, but not that much, because I have faced this. If you go and ask your help, no, they will help, but then they will also come and ask for your help, and if you ask help, they will always not be available for you, because they have to finish their work also as soon as possible due to deadlines. So I would suggest you one thing: keep in mind before going to Hong Kong, don't rely on anybody and don't trust anybody. You are going alone, so you have to survive alone, and your phone is your best friend there, especially for going anywhere in Hong Kong. Google Maps was my best friend there. If it would not have been there, I would be in such a mess. So remember this thing, guys. From my experience, I'm telling you, you are not going with anybody, so don't rely on anybody. Don't think that they will be your batchmates, people will be on hotels, they will help you. Nobody will help you. Yes, people helped me, but actually it was my mistake that I expected a lot. People were not so nice like I thought. So let's come back on the topic. Safety for safety exam, we went to Abu Dhabi. First we went to Dubai, and that day we had layover in Dubai, and next day by a bus we went to Abu Dhabi, and after 2 to 3 days we started our training. It was a 10 days training, like it started from Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday off, and then again Monday to Friday, and on Friday night we traveled to Dubai, and at night only we had our flight. So it was a 10 days training, and in that training we underwent safety training, first aid training, and yeah, safety theory and practicals. So theory was not that much also, not very less also, but you know what, we got an Indian instructor, so that was the best part. So she understood everything, but she is teaching from like I think 4 or 5 years only, but she was making us understand each and everything, and she knew every student behavior that nobody understands it in once. So she was telling us everything 2 to 3 times, and she was making us everything learn. So it was getting very easy for us, and we were so happy that there is Indian instructor, so we'll at least understand nicely what she is saying. So we started our training. She made us learn with the PPTs about refueling procedure, infant carriage procedure, and many things. And then first aid also was taught by the instructors there only. Unlike India, in India doctors teach us first aid, however there the safety instructors only teach us. And then we had practicals. So in practicals we had ditching and slide drill. However, that week when we were having that, they were having maintenance work in the Etihad training center, so we had to do it in Hong Kong only. Otherwise all other practicals and training of safety we did there only. So for first aid we did CPR and AED, and choking also we did, bandaging also we did, but they were not emphasizing more on that. Like in India, bandaging and choking they emphasize so much, no, but in Hong Kong they were not emphasizing. In first aid they were, in practicals they were emphasizing only on CPR and CPR with AED. Okay. And then in safety, practicals were safety demonstration. It was a little more difficult and different from India, but they were teaching it part wise. They were not teaching the whole demo. They were teaching us like first for seat belt, and then for life jacket. Then they told us to do for seat belt and life jacket together. Then for oxygen mask, then they told us to do for seat belt, life jacket, oxygen mask, like that. So it was easy for us to grab it, and they made us do it, practice it many times. And then there was emergency door operation. So what do we mean by that? So we have to go and sit in on the jump seat, at artificial jump seat which they had made in their training center. And there was a door, the Airbus door, A350 door, and we had to go there with the commands. We had to learn the commands beforehand only for both ditching means water drill, and for crash landing. So it should be on our tips, guys, because if you don't know, because you have to open the door also and say the commands also. So if you don't know the commands, how will you open the door? Because your whole attention will be in memorizing the commands only. So your attention should be in both the things. Okay. So commands and door operation, how to open door. Obviously we will open the door in arm mode, and first we have to reset, evac reset button we have to click, and open your buckle of the jump seat, click on evac reset button, hold the door frame assist handle, look outside the observation window, hold the door handle, raise it fully up, and hold the door frame assist handle and check if the slide is deploying or not. You have to see down. But in this exam they were not failing it. Shh. So in emergency door operation, when we had the exam of that, they were not failing anybody in Hong Kong, but you have to do it very nicely. But I got scolding from the instructor that I was not looking down. I practiced it so many times, but due to the stress of the Hong Kong instructors, they were strict, so that's why I got panicked and I didn't look down. Otherwise everything I was doing. So and then evacuation drill was there. Evacuation drill was all about routine procedures. So when you go inside the aircraft, you have to check all your safety equipments. They will be giving you laminated paper, laminated sheet kind of, where all your safety equipments will be written. So according to your position, whether you are L1, L1A, R1, you have to go and check all the safety equipments, and then you have to report to your L1, or if you are R2 you have to report to your L2. And then you have to do the PTV check. Then passenger boarding starts, and then if there is a blind passenger, you have to brief them. If there is mother with infant, You have to give them infant seatbelt. It's mandatory to give in Cathay Pacific to everybody, and you don't have to brief them about anything like India. They don't brief anything, they just give the infant seatbelt and help them to tie it up and tell them when they have to wear it. That's it. And then passenger boarding completes, and then no ground personal, so you have to check you have to check in the lavatory, you have to check in the galley cabin, and then give thumbs up to your L2 or L1, and then the whole routine procedure like this. So they will be teaching you everything. So guys, whatever they teach you and how they teach you, no, please write it down somewhere or memorize it, because they want exactly like this. So in Abu Dhabi, they taught us very nicely, very sweetly, and all the things which were written in the manual. But when we went to Hong Kong, they were saying, why are you not doing it like this? Why are you doing it like this? Like everything they were, not everything I would say, like many things they were saying, like why are you just standing, or why are you giving thumbs up? You don't have to give thumbs up, you have to say. And if for something, if I was saying something, then they were saying, why are you saying you have to give thumbs up? So there were few confusions. So that's why when you go to Hong Kong back and they start your exam on the day of your evacuation drill or any other practicals also, first they will tell you what they want you to do. So guys, that is the time. Hear very nicely, because they will not give you any paper or pen or time to write it down. You have to memorize and you have to see very nicely, and that is the trick to pass the exam. Yes, that is the trick. So you have to see very nicely each and everything, how are they doing, and exactly you have to do, because you know how to do, but there are just little bit changes they want you to make, and see how are they doing and do exactly, and you will pass. And if you're telling the, you know that you have to add few points in this, in the, you have to do this thing also, you don't have to do this. So remember it, do it, because there were few people who were not doing like this, and then they were getting very upset. They were giving them 1 or 2 chances more, and if then also they were failing, they had to go back. So guys, listen nicely and do whatever they are saying, because they have a standard and they want you to do. So guys, in training it will be little tough for you. Actually it will not be tough, they will show like it's very tough, very tough, but if you listen carefully and do exactly like this, no, it will be, you will pass, trust me, you will pass. And one more thing, all the practicals which they teach you, in Abu Dhabi, or whether your training is in Hong Kong, don't just think that okay, you have done in the class, now it's done, you are ready. Maybe you think you are ready, but you are not. Trust me on this, because I was also thinking like this, that people are doing practicals, I'm tired, I just want to sit, I'm seeing them, I'm watching them, and I know the things, and I'm just memorizing in my mind only. When the thing happens, I'll open the buckle of my jumpsuit, I'll do this, do that, and it will be done nicely. But when I started practicing, guys, you'll not believe me, I was not able to do it. So then I started practicing with my batchmates in the classroom, also in my hotel room, and they point out so many mistakes of mine, and I pointed so many mistakes of them, and few things I were in misconception, like for oxygen bottle, we have to do the practical, we have to show them how we have to do. So in oxygen bottle also, the pre-flight check and the operation, first line was like same only, not so different, like it was like milta julta, it was little bit same only. So I thought it's same, and I was saying the same sentence for both. But then my batchmate told me, no, what are you saying, it is like this, and in operation it's like this, and pre-flight check is like this. So then I realized, oh my god, I don't know anything. So then I read it nicely again, and I started practicing with them only. Don't do it alone. Yeah, practice yourself alone, but if you are doing alone, no, you will not be able to get your mistakes. So first try to practice alone 1 or 2 times, then gather your batchmates, not more people, guys, only 3 or 4 more, not more than that please, because then it will be a mess and it will be a crowd. You'll not be able to learn anything, you'll just be giggling and gossiping. Okay, so just gather 3 or 4 people together and do, and point out each other's mistakes and give everyone chance. Take a topic like oxygen bottle. Okay, imagine you have an oxygen bottle with yourself, and first you start your pre-flight check, your operation, your precaution, everything. Okay, and other 3 will be not doing anything, just watching you, and after you complete they will tell you the mistakes. And when they tell, don't take it negatively that they are always telling you that you're always wrong. Please don't feel like that. They are helping you. Yeah, they are helping you, so please take your help, it will help you only. You should be thankful to them that they are pointing out your mistakes. It's not that they hate you, they want you also to pass, because it's not like competition that if you pass they will fail. You all can pass together, and instructors also want you all to pass. Okay, so first you do, and then give another person, tell everything, she will tell everything, and then you 3 see and tell her the mistakes, and see her nicely, because if you see her nicely then you'll also see that, oh, I didn't do this. So you'll also get to know many things. So guys, that's it about the exams. Yeah, and then when we went to to Hong Kong, after 5 days we were having exams. So first exam was CPR and AED. So in the first half they told us how to do it, and then in the other half we have to do it exactly. And then oxygen bottle, oxygen bottle, they didn't tell us how to do, because we already know there were no changes, so we had to show them. And when you are showing them how to do, no, in Abu Dhabi also they will tell you, you don't have to show that you have to turn the knob, you actually have to turn the knob. So don't forget this in panic. And whenever you are giving any practical, just be calm. First thing, stay calm, because you already have practiced a lot in your training time, and after your training, in the gap between exam and training, you already have practiced, you know all the things. And then if you get panic in the exam, no, you will forget everything and you'll just say whatever comes to your mouth. So that thing does not happen. So just show everything, stay calm and show everything. Okay, and the next day we were having emergency door operation, wherein she first told us how does she want us to do, and we were all sitting down, and then one by one we had to go. And the next day it was evacuation drill, the routine procedures which I told you. And the next day also routine procedures, that is called evacuation drill. And people were failing in that, guys. Yeah, people were failing in CPR. Many people failed, then they had to give a retest. Like half of my batch failed in the CPR and AD, and evacuation also 3 or 4 people failed. But then and safety demo also few people failed. So they gave one or two, I think, retest, and then they all passed. In evacuation, 2 people failed, and both were given retest on the next day. Then one passed, one failed, so she was given retest again, and one more person failed at that time with her, so both were given retest, but they could not pass, so they were sent back to their home country. So and yes, in evacuation, why did they fail? I'll tell you. In firefight, there was a situation where smoke came. Okay, and what were their duties? So they were not the firefighters, they were coordinators. So what are the duties of coordinators is that they have to reseat the passengers away from the smoke area, get additional equipments, close the air vents, tell passengers to bend low. They were not doing anything, they were just standing, they were not doing anything. So if you don't do anything, what can instructors do? They will have to fail, so you have to do something. And I would suggest you guys, please be coordinator in the firefighting, if there is any smoke or fire, because the person who fights fire, they ask a lot of questions to her, and they tell you why did you do like this. No, this is not the procedures. Even in Abu Dhabi they told us to do like this, and it's written in the manual also, but they said no, well, you have to do this also, that also. And if you are a communicator, means if you are communicating with the cockpit crew, they will say no, you didn't tell me this, you didn't say like this, you were panicking, you were not informing it nicely. So if you're coordinator, no, it's the best thing. This is also a secret. I also became coordinator only. So in coordinator I told you what are the 4 things, so do that. If you're doing this, no, they just have to see that coordinator is doing something. They are not just standing and they are seeing that you're not copying the other coordinators. What are they doing? You have to do. So I have told you the 4 things, do that and you'll pass, trust me. And safety demo also I told you, 1 or 2% failed. I don't know why did they fail, but for few one thing she told me that I was doing wrong. When we are showing life jacket, no, and there is a tube, so I was like, if this is a tube, okay, and if I'm holding like this, because in Abu Dhabi nobody told me why are you holding like this, so I hold it like this only. But then she told me how did you hold it, so I showed it. She said no, you have to hold it from down so that people can see what are you holding. So keep in mind these points. And evacuation also done, safety demonstration also done. Yeah, so all the practicals are done like this. And then the next day there is a first aid exam, MCQ questions. So I don't remember, I think there were 50 questions or so in MCQ. So it was easy, but if it's easy then also you have to study, because in MCQ there were 4 options, but if you don't study you'll get confused. So read the manual nicely according to the content list which they give you. Don't learn the whole manual, don't read the whole manual, just check the content list and the topic and the section number is written. Just learn, understand that nicely, okay? And if you need any help with the exam purpose, anything, I can help you. Next day it was DG and non-DG. So MCQ, DG means dangerous goods. So there are few pages in the manual for dangerous good. Guys, you have to learn it very very nicely. People have failed in this also, because the questions were like, what is the definition of DG? There were 4 options, so we didn't learn that. There were few definitions only, and then class numbers also, it was difficult. So DG, whatever the whole page, no, the whole all pages, please learn it very nicely, because DG was tough and people were failing in that. And then it was non-DG. So in non-DG only safety will come. I repeat, only safety will come, not DG and first aid and safety. Only safety will come, but read it very nicely. And then there was ditching drill and slide drill and the fire and smoke drill. So firstly we'll talk about the fire drill. In Abu Dhabi we were taught about that, but then in Hong Kong also they taught us before the exam, and we had to exactly do it like this, and it was slightly different from the one which we were taught in Abu Dhabi. So in Hong Kong they taught us that we have to hold the unit and hold it upright and then bend down, and then there was a chair made of iron, and we have to fight the fire in sweeping motion while moving forward. So the exact same way we had to do it, but one person in my batch, she was not doing it nicely. She was not bending down properly, and she was not fighting the fire in sweeping motion. She was just fighting the fire like this, and the instructor got really damn pissed by her. She gave her retest 2 to 3 times, but then also she was not passing. Then I told her that no, you have to do it in sweeping motion. I told her the thing which she was doing mistake, and then she exactly did it, and then she finally passed. And do exactly, that's what I'm saying, do exactly what they are saying you to do. Follow them nicely. If you're not getting space, there are many people, come forward or try to just go up and see what they are teaching, because at the end of the day you will be victim. Everyone will pass and you'll fail if you don't see. So make your own way, figure out your own way, and see what they are telling you and do exactly like that. Don't think about anything else, because it is for your career, for your future. So make way and figure out things for yourself, because for that only you are there, right? And then there was the smoke drill. That was very easy, that you'll do. You'll have to pass. You just have to go inside the room. Like the room is like this. One door is here, door is here, and one teddy bear is inside the room and one teddy bear is outside. So you have to take the teddy with you. Two people will be going inside, so any one of you can take the teddy bear, and with the torch you have to go inside, and you have to shout the commands and go around and come from this door, and find for that teddy or any human inside. See at the down also. This is the trick. Don't just see on the seats with the torch, see down also if any human is there. So if there is any teddy, and there will be a teddy, so if when you find that teddy, take that teddy with yourself and put the another teddy which you got from outside. Remember, keep it there and get that teddy outside by shouting the commands till you come out. So this was the smoke drill. And then slide drill, you have to go one by one, and you have to go and stand on top of the slide with one leg. Like this is your leg, you are on top of the slide. So one leg you have to put it in the air, and you have to remove this leg. And you jump automatically. You don't have to jump. I failed in that, and then they told me to do it again. I did it again. I did it wrong. Actually what I was doing, that I was getting scared and I was jumping. I kept my one leg on the air, and with this I was jumping. So you don't have to do this. You have to just remove your leg. But this looks easy, but it was not easy. And in the ditching drill also, the pool was like this, V-shaped, and this side there was less deep, this side also less deep, and this side was very deep, and you have to jump from this side, and then you have to do 3 or 4 types of strokes, and then you have to go inside the raft all by yourself, and then you have to jump from the raft also, and then you have to pull one crew from from this end to this end, and then the drill gets over. So guys, this was the video all about the safety training and exam. If you have any queries, please do let me know in the comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram page, for which the name I've written here. And thank you so much for watching my video, and see you in my next video. And if you really liked it, please do subscribe my channel so that you can see more videos like this. Thank you.